Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'll be giving you my in-depth analysis of the battery on the Samsung Galaxy S8. Now those of you who follow me, I'm sure you must have seen the first 48-hour impressions battery life video already on the channel, which I posted a few days ago. I will leave a link down below should you wish to watch that. However, this will be a bit more in-depth video as opposed to one I posted before, like I said. So without wasting any more time, let's quickly get started. In the typical way, let's have a look at the version first of all, Android version and the Samsung Experience version, or a TouchWiz like we call it. About phone settings and then software information, and you can see here it says Android Nougat 7.0 and Samsung Experience 8.1. I'm a bit surprised why they haven't released 7.1.1 yet, because even the older devices have got the newest Nougat update. So also we are running at the bottom 1st of April 2017 security level patch update, so which is also up to date. So in my usual style guys, let's go into gallery and have a look and see what kind of screen on times I've been getting in the last week or so. Like I said to you, I've already posted a video of my first 48-hour impressions, so I'll quickly skip a few screenshots that I've showed you already in my previous video, where I was able to squeeze out 5 hours and 20 minutes and also 5 hours and 11 minutes of screen on time. So let's begin right after this. So eventually, once again, I took yet another reading. The phone was down to 5%, as you can see here in this video, and also showing you all my usage, including my WhatsApping, social media, Google Plus on bits and bobs, and I was once again able to squeeze out 5 hours and 31 minutes of screen on time, once again pretty much on par what we had before. So by the way, this during all this testing, the screen resolution was full HD plus. That's the way it comes out of the box. Once you get your Samsung Galaxy S8 or the S8 Plus out of the box, you will have full HD plus resolution and not WQHD plus. But don't worry, later in the video I'll also show you some reading that I took with WQHD plus resolution as well. Okay, so further down, so this is the first update I got from on the phone. Some people in some parts of the world got it straight away out of the box. Whilst in the UK, it took Samsung a few days before it got to my phone. This was a big, huge, massive update, 664.21 meg, and it had all the stabilizations of new functions such as Dex and Bixby. I haven't played with Bixby as such, but in future, guys, I will be showing you a video to see how Bixby works, and other face recognition algorithm which was working anyway from day one. I had no problem, and other enhancements. Oh, well, obviously because this is a battery video, so we would like to know how this affected the battery life. Anyway, so once again after the update, I took yet another screenshot, guys, and the battery was down to 3% with my normal regular use, making a lot of voice calls, using Google's sat-nav, also camera, Instagram, social media, and once again I was able to achieve 5 hours and 49 minutes of screen on time. This is probably the best screen on time I've had on the S8 so far. So after the update, things were looking even better. Okay, here I think if I remember correctly, this was a time to charge, I think, if I remember correctly. Yes, so at 3%, guys, you can see on 14:51 on 26th of April, the battery was down to, like I said, 3%, and then I plugged the charger in, and it says here fast charging, and it says about 1 hour and 37 minutes until it's fully charged. So it's pretty much on par with what it says on the phone and the way Samsung claims. So like I said, 14:51 I plugged it in when the battery was down to 3%, and at 16:25 the battery was all the way up to 99%. So like I said, pretty much on par with what the screen showed earlier when I put the charge at 3%. Okay, here now eventually I decided to take the resolution all the way up to WQHD plus, which is 2960 times 1440. There was a lot of discussion on the internet, people talking about the battery life getting affected, so I thought let's try this because this is a hot topic, everybody's talking about it, so let's have a look and see how it affects the battery life. Eventually, after taking it all the way up to Quad HD plus, the battery was down to 4%. Once again, normal regular use, no changing in my using habits, pretty much the same as before: camera, WhatsApp, social media, and again 4 hours and 27 minutes of screen on time, and you can see here straight away that it is a bit less than what we had before. Before with the full HD plus, I was getting around 5.5 to just about 6 hours of screen on time, but with Quad HD plus, straight away you can see there's a 1 hour difference in screen on time. So that was the hit taken by straight away by the phone. So people out there talking about Quad HD, WQHD plus affecting the battery life, yes it does. It's about an hour difference from Full HD Plus. However, still it's very strong and it will last you through a full working day, considering that the battery is only 3000 milliamp. Yet again, another reading, battery down to 5%, normal regular use like I always do, like I said, sat naving, Instagramming, WhatsApping and all that kind of stuff. And I was able to achieve 4 hour and 16 minutes of screen on time. This was slightly less because I was using Google Sat Nav, as you can see here guys, says in maps, because I was using that. So that's why, as you guys know, satellite navigation uses GPS and that consumes more battery. So I was able to achieve 4 hour and 16 minutes of screen on time. Once again, yet another reading, the battery down to 5%, and after using it for 1 day and 1 hour and 22 minutes, there was a bit more moderate use. I was able to achieve 4 hours and 32 minutes of screen on time, and these readings are all on WQHD Plus, and normally I tend to keep my brightness around 70%. So that's where it was taken. At night time, I used to reduce it down because the screen gets very bright, it's very punchy, it's a very colorful screen. So at night time I keep it around 30-20%, but during the day I normally keep it around 70 to 80%. So that's how these screen on times were actually calculated. Okay, here if I remember correctly, I think yes, I was testing the standby time at 23:33 on Saturday 29th of April. The battery was fully 100% fully charged when I took it off the charge, and then when I checked in the morning at 5 o'clock it had lost 2%. So standby times is decent, not bad. So you're losing 2% in about 5 hours time, which is not bad, 5.5 hours time. So standby time, Samsung, I never had an issue with them before, even in the past on the S7 Edge. Standby times normally on HTC devices and Samsung devices is probably mostly spot on. Okay, so once again, yet another reading down to 3% normal usage, and after 1 day and 14 hours of total usage, I was able to squeeze out a 4 hour and 7 minutes of screen on time. Here, I remember I was also using a bit of 4G as well along with Wi-Fi. That's why the screen on time went down a bit, and that's why I noticed that the screen on time has gone just a bit down as compared to what we had before. So if you're going to be using Wi-Fi for more 4G, less Wi-Fi, then you should expect even lesser screen on time. But still, I consider the battery being very strong, keeping in mind that how small it is for a 5.8-inch Quad HD screen. I think it's very well optimized, and Samsung have done a really good job. Okay, here, if I remember correctly, I was once again just testing the charging time. Again, it says fast charging 3%. It takes about 1 hour and 37 minutes until the phone is fully charged. So pretty much spot on with what Samsung has said. Okay, now here I switched the always on display on. All my screenshots before, guys, on Full HD Plus and WQHD Plus, they were on always on display switched off. Then I decided to switch on the always on display, and I took the next screenshot on WQHD Plus. I did not put it down to a Full HD Plus. Okay, so there I tested the Full HD, WQHD Plus along with always on display. So just after midnight on 2nd of May, Tuesday, the battery was down to 55%, and I took a screenshot here, and always on display was switched on. And when I checked in the morning, it had gone down to 42%. So in about I would say 11 hours, from 55 it went down to 42%. So it lost more than 10% in 11 hours, which is pretty much spot on with what Samsung said. They're saying that it loses 1% every 1 hour. So around about that, it's working pretty much okay. So you are bound to get less battery life if you have always on display on. Okay, once again, yet another reading with always on display on, a full days of use, and WQHD Plus. After using it for 22 hours and 39 minutes, I was able to squeeze out 4 hours and 33 minutes of screen on time. Here, I was solely on Wi-Fi and not on 4G. That's why the screen on time went just a bit more than what we had from before. So if you're going to be using mixed usage, expect to get around 4 hours with WQHD Plus. But with mixed usage on Full HD Plus, you should expect around 4.5 to 5 hours. And if you're on Full HD Plus and always on display switched off, then you should expect around 5.5 hours to 5 hours of screen on time. So guys, that's pretty much it on the Samsung Galaxy S8. I am, in short, very happy with the battery life. It's solid, whether you keep it at WQHD Plus or Full HD Plus, always on display on or switched off. You're bound to get a full working day battery life off of the Samsung Galaxy S8. I think Samsung have done pretty well, and the optimizations on this phone are simply world class. I'm yet to see the HTC new flagship coming up on 16th of May, and I can't wait to see how HTC will optimize their battery with their phone. So guys, till then, any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comment section. And if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel as it helps, and I shall see you in the next video.